Hello children, in the last class we have learned Ohm's law. Ohm's law gives the relationship between potential difference, electric current and resistance of a conductor. What does resistance mean? Resistance of a conductor means that the property by which it opposes the flow of electrons. If so, then the resistance depends on some factors. Which are those? In today's class, we will discuss those factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. Now, let us take a conductor of 0.1 mm thickness, 0.1 mm thickness, and say 5 centimeter length, 5 centimeter length. Say it offers let us say, okay, let it be 1 ohm resistance. It offers 1 ohm resistance. What is the thickness? 0.1 mm. The length is 5 centimeter. Now, let us increase the same material, same thickness, but now the length is increased. Okay, again let us increase by 5 centimeter. Now therefore say that length has become 10 centimeter. Now what would be the resistance of a conductor means? The resistance will be 2 ohm. 2 ohm. Why? We know what is the main cause for resistance. The main cause for resistance is what? The collision between electrons and the fixed positive ions. Okay. Hence, as the length increases, the number of collision also increases. So that we find what? More resistance. Hence, we can come to one simple conclusion. What? Mathematically, we can conclude like this. Resistance of a conductor increases with length. What does this mean? As the length increases, the resistance also increases. The scientific reason behind this is what? The collision between the electrons and the fixed ions in the conductor. Okay, therefore, as the length increases, the collision also increases. Simple one, this one. When it is 5 centimeter, say 1 more. If it is 10 centimeter, then say it is 2 ohm. Thus, we can conclude in a simple way, R is proportional to L. Now, let us take 0.1 mm thickness and 5 centimeter length, 0.1 mm thickness, 0.1 mm thickness, 5 centimeter length. Say its resistance is 1 ohm. Resistance is 1 ohm. Now what shall we do? Now we shall increase the thickness. If the thickness is double, say it has become 0.2 mm. 0.2 mm. Now what about the resistance? Does it change or what remains same, or will it increase or will that decrease? If we conduct an activity, we find that what? As the thickness increases, here we are not changing the length. As the thickness increases, the same material, okay, same length, but here we are increasing the area. Thickness is nothing but what? Area of cross section. Then what we find means, as the thickness increases, resistance naturally, can you guess? Naturally, the resistance will decrease. Why? Here, what do you mean by this one? Electrical, that current means a flow of electrons. When the area increases, electrons, what? they find more space, easily they can move. That's why, because of the larger area, electrons can flow through easily, so that we can conclude what resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section of the conductor. When we combine those two mathematically, we get R is proportional to L by A, where L is length. This means resistance is directly proportional to length. A means area of cross section of what? The conductor. This means 1 by A means it is inverse relation. As the area increases, resistance decreases. Here, when this is equated, we introduce proportionality constant. It is symbolized by a Greek letter, say rho, R-H-O. It is rho, L by A. R equal to rho into L by A. Here this rho, we say resistivity, specific conductivity, or okay, then this what? Here this rho stands for the nature of the material also. Hence here R equal to rho into L by A gives the complete detail of what? The resistance on which, that means resistance depends on some factors now. Which are those factors? That's our topic. Factors on which the resistance of the conductor depend. Which are those factors? Resistance directly depends on what? As with the length, and also it depends on area. Mainly even it depends on what? The nature of the material. Okay children. Now we shall try to find this rho, what we say resistivity, what? The SI unit of resistivity. Okay, first we shall get the formula for resistivity from this one. R is equal to rho into L by A. Therefore, what is rho? How to write rho means just like this can be rho equal to R into A by L. What is the SI unit of resistance? It is ohm. SI unit of area of cross section, square meter, meter square. SI unit of length of the conductor, meter. 1 get cancelled. Hence, the SI unit of resistivity is what? Ohm meter. It is ohm meter. Thus, it can be derived from these basics. Okay, children. Now, let me brief out the factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. On what factors does the resistance of a conductor depend? The resistance of a conductor depends on its length, on its area of cross section, on the nature of the material. How is the resistance of a conductor related to its length? The electrical resistance of a conductor R is directly proportional to the length L. That is, R is proportional to L. Since the resistance of a wire is directly proportional to its length, that is, when length of wire is doubled or halved, then its resistance also gets doubled or halved. How is the resistance of a conductor R related to its area of cross section? The resistance of a conductor R is inversely proportional to its area of cross section A. That is, R is proportional to
1 by A. This is 1 children. It looks like L. It is just here you consider as what? 1 by A. Since the resistance of a wire is inversely proportional to its area of cross section, that is, when the area of cross section of wire is doubled, then its resistance gets halved, and its area of cross section of wire is halved, then its resistance will get doubled. How is the resistance of a conductor related to its nature of the material? The resistance of a conductor depends on the nature of the material of which it is made. Some materials have low resistance, whereas other have high resistance. Therefore, R is proportional to L by A. This implies R equal to, here a constant is introduced known as constant of proportionality rho into L by A, where rho, the Greek symbol, is the constant of proportionality and is called resistivity for specific resistance, not for this is, it should be or specific resistance of the conductor. Okay, children, once again, just here look at R equal to rho into L by A. It is resistivity or the specific resistance of the conductor. You read it as here R. Define resistivity. Resistivity is defined as the resistance. Resistivity is defined as the resistance of a conductor of unit length and unit area of cross section. It is given by rho equal to RA by L. Just look at R equal to rho into L by A. Just do the cross multiplication. We will get what? Rho equal to RA by L. That's what given here. It is given by rho equal to RA by L. What is the SI unit of resistivity? The SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Ohm is omega meter M. Already I have explained how it comes. Now let us state the important features of resistivity of a material. The resistivity of a material does not depend on its length. If you take a material, for example, aluminum of 1 centimeter or 100 centimeter, the resistivity will be the same. That's what it means. What is that? It does not depend on its length. I hope it is clear. Does not depend on its thickness, means even it does not depend on area, whether it is 1 mm or what 1 centimeter thickness of any thickness. If you take aluminum, the resistivity does not depend, but not resistance. Resistance is not so. Okay, know the difference between resistance and resistivity. Next point, what the resistivity depends on the nature of the substance, means for aluminum it is different, for copper it is different. That's what it depends on the nature of the substance and temperature. Mainly it depends on two factors. One is the nature. The nature may be type of, okay, for example, aluminum, copper, or take any metals, all do not have same resistivity. They differ. That's what we say nature. And even temperature. The resistivity at 25 degrees Celsius will not be same even if we take the same material, same thickness, same length. If the temperature varies, means resistivity varies. Is a characteristic property of the material of the conductor and varies only if its temperature changes. Main thing, it is the characteristic property of material. State the reasons. All this, now let us try to give out the reasons. For example, let us take the first one. Metals and alloys are good conductors of electricity. For good conductors, we have different approaches, definitions. Now, with respect to this resistivity and resistance, how this could be reasoned out? Metals and alloys are good conductors of electricity. What is the reason behind this? This is because metals and alloys have very low resistivity in the range of 10 power minus 8 ohm meter to 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. Rubber and glass are insulators, means they will find or even no possibility of what conductivity. What is the reason? This is because substances like rubber and glass have very high resistivity of order 10 power 12, not minus children, 10 power 12 ohm meter to 10 power 17 ohm meter. Alloys are commonly used in electrical heating devices like electrical iron, toasters, etc. What is the cause? This is because alloys do not oxidize, means burn. Means generally, for example, if you take some fuels, etc., easily they will burn in oxygen. But here, these alloys do not oxidize, means does not burn readily at high temperatures. Tungsten is used almost exclusively for filament of electric bulbs. Electric bulb, we know it converts electrical energy into light energy. What? By first the electrical energy is being get converted into heat energy. It heats that filament so that we get light. Now look at tungsten is used almost exclusively for filament of electrical bulbs. What is the reason? This is because tungsten does not oxidize, burn readily at high temperature. Even what is that main cause means it has high resistivity. Here, high resistivity. Did you understand? Here also high resistivity. Because of that high resistivity, easily it does not burn. Then metals like copper and aluminum are generally used for electrical transmission of lines. Because for electrical conduction, we should need very low resistance or resistivity. Metals like copper and aluminum are generally used for electrical transmission lines. This is because these metals have very low resistance. Okay, children, because of that only we prefer copper and aluminum for what? For electrical transmission. Here the resistivity is of order 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. Will the current flow more easily through a thick wire or a thin wire of the same material when connected to the same source? Why? Already you know the answer now. Resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the wire. That is, R is proportional to 1 by A. You read it as 1 by A. Since thick wire has a large area of cross section, its resistance will be less, because large area means electrons can easily flow through that. Thus, current will flow more easily through a thick wire. This is just a mathematical form. Okay, what is the reason behind this? Means if the area is large, means what? Electrons can easily flow. We can, those electrons, that collision between flow of electrons and the fixed positive ions will be less, means when area is more. Let the resistance of an electrical component remains constant, while the potential difference across the two ends of the component decreases to half of its former value. What change will occur in the current through it? I hope you have understood the statement. Let resistance be R, potential difference V across the two ends becomes V by 2, since I equal to V by R, as V implies V by 2, I equal to V by 2 implies R equal to what? 1 by 2. That means here it will be I by 2. So that is I by 2. In other words, current through the component becomes half of its original value. So these are some questions based on the factors on which the resistance depends and also related to resistivity. Next, look at one more. Why are coils of electrical toasters and electric irons made of alloy rather than a pure metal? Alloys have high resistivity than their constituent metals. They do not oxidize or burn at a higher temperature as they have high melting point. Thus, they are used to make coils of electrical toasters and electric irons rather than pure metal. Which among iron and mercury is a better conductor? The substance which has less resistivity is a better conductor, since the resistivity of iron 10 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter is less than the resistivity of mercury 94 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. Iron is a better conductor. Which material is the best conductor? All this related to resistivity, children. Silver is the best conductor as it has the lesser resistivity. Now we shall take some numericals.
Now we shall take some numericals. First one, resistance of a metal wire of length 2 meter given. Length L equal to 2 meter SI unit is 30 ohm resistance. R 30 ohm. At 25 degrees Celsius, we know in the formula we don't have related to temperature, but temperature plays very important role in determining which one the resistance. If the diameter of the wire, diameter means nothing but the area of cross section, its diameter, hence diameter D equal to 0.6 mm. 6 mm. That m, this m stands for prefix milli. Milli means 10 power minus 3. First we shall take, this implies radius. That directly can be, but let us prefer radius. R equal to half of this. Half of this means 0.3 mm. Therefore, now it is in SI unit length, this is in SI unit, hence we have to convert this radius also in SI unit. Okay. Now therefore 0.3 m, that m prefix stands for minus 3 milli. Milli means 10 power minus 3 m. Now therefore, to avoid this decimal, we could take like this. Instead of taking 0.3, I shall take like this. 3 into, you know, when 0.3 is written as 3 means 3 by 10. When this goes up, it becomes 10 power minus 1. Minus 1, minus 4, minus 1, minus 3, minus 4 meter. So thus here radius is expressed in SI unit as what? 3 into 10 power minus 4 meter. Now everything is ready. We have length, resistance and radius. What we have to find out, then what will be the resistivity? Therefore resistivity rho we have to find out. Okay. Okay, children. Now, therefore, here to find out the resistivity, we know the factor. That means what on what factors does the resistance depend? Even we can take that. We know that. We know that. What do you know means resistance R equal to rho into L, because resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. This implies rho equal to, because this is our target, rho equal to R A by what L. Once we get the required form, now we shall go for what? Substitution. So hence children, now R equal to RA by L. Now we shall go for substitution. R resistance is 30 into area. Area is nothing but what? Pi r square. Pi r square. Okay. I shall keep one more step as it is in unknown only. R A can be written as R into pi r square divided by L, because area of cross section. Hence A. What is A? Area of cross section. That cross section is nothing but circular one. Therefore, it comes what? Pi r square. This is equal to resistance R 30. Let us substitute. Pi 22 by 7. Radius 3 into 10 power minus 4. Hence, R square means 3 3s are 9. 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 8 divided by L. L is what? 2. 22 by 7. 7 into 2. Is this clear? Yes. Now, so once again we should check that resistance 30, pi 22 by 7, radius R square, R is 3, 3 square is what? 9. 10 power minus 4 is 10 power minus 4 into 10 power minus 4 means law of exponents, 10 power minus 8. Thus it comes 7 into 2. 7 is 22 by 7. That 2 is what? Length. Yes, it is 2 meter. Okay, children. Now therefore, here one thing you know it, you will not be allowed what? Calculator for simplification, for calculating any numerical factor. Okay, therefore we have to simplify without calculator. That keep it even while practice without using what? The calculators. Okay, children. Now this goes how many times? 15 times. I shall take everything into the rough form. That is better. 32 11s are. Okay, then 99 into 30. 3 9s are 27. 3 9s are 27, 29. Next, let us take this 7 and divide by that 7. 7 4s are 28. 1 reminder, then 7 4s are 7 2s are 14. 3. Next 7 4s are 28. 2. Put the decimal. Add 0. 7 2s are. Okay, so this much is enough. Therefore, now this will be equal to 424.2. 424.2 into 10 power minus 8. 10 power minus 8. Then it is in practice, but usually the resistivity of substances can be kept in terms of 10 power minus 6. Therefore, 10 power minus 6, how comes 10 power minus 8 here we have. Then in order to have 10 power minus 6 means we have to multiply by what? 100. When you multiply by 100 means here 2 digits are shifted. Therefore, final form could be written like this: 4.24 into 10 power minus 6. What will be the unit? Unit is ohm meter. Thus, the resistivity rho equal to 4.24 into 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. Today's assignment, first one, numerical one. A copper wire of resistivity, that is rho, 1.63 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter, has cross section area of 10.3 into 10 power minus 4 centimeter square. The first one is in SI unit, the second is in centimeter square. Okay. Calculate the length of the wire required to make a 20 ohm coil. Again, this is what in SI unit. Okay, children. Then we have to convert. Since here it is in ohm meter, this is in centimeter. Then you have to convert this area in terms of meter square. How do you get that? How do you convert centimeter square into what? Meter square. We have to divide this given magnitude by what? 1 followed by 4 zeros. Why? You only think over it. Next, calculate the length that you know now. Next, the second question is this: distinguish between the terms of electrical resistance and resistivity. Okay, sometimes more or less both are same and some difference. You know, okay, try to find out, try to study the similarity and even differences. But here I asked only to distinguish between the terms of electrical resistance and the resistivity of a conductor. Okay, children. The next class we will continue. Thank you.